One of you needs to hold it here. Anna, you can go first.
All right. First off, guys, thank you so much for making the trip away from the arena to come out to here to join us for our little bit of English. You guys have amazing support here.
You've got some fans in tonight, that's for sure.
Is this live?
Yeah.
First, guys, we got to thank you so much for giving us such entertaining Dota throughout this whole tournament. It's been insane. Thank you so much. The Dota's been incredible. Thank you. It's been crazy.
Something to share, like all of us. Something like to share between all of us. I mean, just the fact, like, just seeing people being happy around, like celebrating. Yeah, I mean, it's the reason why we play this game in the first place. It's about sharing, and yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah.
You guys seem to come into this TI with no fear and no nerves, and the kind of Dota you played was unstoppable, especially in that final. In some of those games, you rolled over Liquid, and they're a good team. But how did you play without fear like that?
Just put yourself in my shoes. Like, I got no tail to carry me. If he's not on his D-Day, I got Thompson to carry me. And if he's not on his D-Day, I got Anna to carry me. And if he's not on his D-Day, I got Jerks. What can go wrong? And I've been trying. I've actually been trying to do some of these games, and it just doesn't work.
So last year, I know for a lot of you guys, you were saying that it took a while before it sunk in, except for you. You were telling everyone, this is real. This is happening right now. How was it this time? Did you do the same thing? Or did they already know it was real this time?
I think this year was the other way around for me.
Yeah?
I didn't believe it, and it still hasn't sunk in for me yet. So it's pretty insane. Yeah. It's fucking insane.
It is, man.
Were you worried at any moment in the finals? Because the first game, well, we were saying that you guys basically won 4-0 because the first game was pretty much over and then it didn't happen. But were you, at that point, did you think, or were you just like, oh, well, carry on, we'll ignore that and we'll just get on with it?
I mean, I wasn't worried at all. I knew we kind of won the first game, and I had my teammates to bring me back up, so I wasn't worried at all.
Good. Do you think that's something you would have been worried about a few years ago? And now you've matured as a player, and maybe, I'm not going to say as a person, but you're certainly ready to deal with that kind of thing and just go, we can get back in there. And
yeah, probably, yeah. I'd say so.
Awesome. You had something to say?
Yeah.
What's unbelievable with this team, it's like, when we lose the first game, if anything, it makes us stronger. But when we win the first game, I mean, the other team is done, so mental fortitude, those guys, like those 5 guys, you can't break them.
Wow.
I wanted to ask you, Sachka, sorry
yes,
if I get that name right, because they obviously win a championship, and then you come on board with the team. What is that like? Do you think there's pressure? Because this is already a championship-winning team. Are you coming into like a lot of pressure, and how did you just kind of push through that and then somehow make them go further?
Well, imagine for me, like I could only get them done, like it could be only worse. I mean, obviously now it's not because we won it again, but yeah, it was really a huge pressure for me, so I'm super happy, it's unbelievable. What they did again, it's unbelievable. Those 5 guys, best team in the history.
Awesome. I'm going to hold this just to make sure that we're okay here. Okay. What else can we ask these guys?
So, I wanted to ask.
I mean, we're kind of overwhelmed ourselves. I mean,
I'm not trying to give you the how does it feel kind of a thing, because I'm sure it's insane and everything like that.
I want to keep it genuine.
Absolutely. So I had a fun one, I guess. If one chat wheel line had to come back again next year, you guys could spam, which one do you hope returns that you can kind of put back into your arsenal for, of course, your mental warfare? What's your best ammunition that needs to be there next year?
The best ammunition? That's a good ask, actually. What
I mean, Seb might have to return.
Yeah,
it kind of has to happen now.
It's pretty nice, but we can't spam it enough to our taste. It's the weakest one. I mean, we can only use it once every 7 minutes or something. It's not good enough.
Okay.
What would it be if we had to choose one? It had to be one. I mean, for me or for all of us? Just all of us. What do you think?
The Kookaburra. Is it a...
Lakat, maybe?
Yeah. Lakat? That's a classic.
Just back to the basics, you know. Like we just remember where we come from, and it's like I'm not attack, you know.
I mean, a lot of people like to, just leading back to that, a lot of people like to say that you guys do win the mental warfare. Do you think that that's more for you guys just to have fun, or do you actually play that as a tactic to your opponents, even if they're muting it? I mean, it looks like you guys are going beyond that. You're working with the sprays and the tips and everything like that. Is that a legit strategy for you guys, or are you just doing it to keep yourselves kind of chill?
I'm not exactly sure about how the saying goes in English. I think it's one stone, two birds or something. I mean, in French we have this saying where it's like, it's going to be two hits with the same stone. And I mean, of course it helps us a lot. It's mostly about us. It's we have this energy. We have there's a lot of, just raw energy that's, you know, traveling between us, and we keep it going with the chat wheel. And we also know that it gets to our opponents. We can see it. I mean, at this level of Dota, I could guess how they're feeling, what's going through their heads, through how they're playing, right? It's the same with all of us, and it's the same for them. You know, at this level, like, it's not only about just play, it's about emotions, and the emotions are very well connected to the game. So we can see when it gets to them. And obviously, it's something that we use against them sometimes, and some teams, it just doesn't work. It's both, but it's mostly about us.
You right, Anna? You just tired?
Yeah, a little tipsy.
This is going to be like an insane...
That's champagne?
Yeah, I'm an empty stomach, man.
Oh.
What do you think would be the best meal? Like, what's a champion's meal right now? If you wish there was like a plate of something right in front of you, could be anything. McDonald's, Chipotle, a giant turkey feast.
Oh man.
What would be a champion's meal?
What would
And maybe
yours be?
someone out there might hear you.
Mine would be like just good Lebanese food.
Good Japanese food?
Lebanese.
Lebanese food. Quite different.
Good Lebanese food.
Some Chinese food.
Chinese food?
I don't know.
Right. I mean, that should be not too hard to get
I
for
mean,
you.
I mean, we can make it happen.
Have you guys enjoyed Shanghai as a place to have a TI? Have you thought it was good?
I mean, for me personally, yeah, because I have like some friends that came, and it was a lot easier for them to come here. So that's why I liked having TI here. Like, it was closer. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
I know you probably have a lot of fans from when you started your pro gaming stuff out here, but do you have any like haters out here at any point that you feel like it feels better to come back out here and kind of prove them wrong?
If I had any haters, like
I'm just saying, for a lot of people, you know, when they're playing the game, I'm sure you have an immense amount of fans, but maybe you've had a couple of people who weren't as confident in you being able to succeed and go as far. Is there any part of you that's able to come back, you know, on the home turf and kind of lay it down? Or are you just like a humble guy and you're like, you know, I just let my game play for it?
I don't really care, so
All right. I mean, it's working for you.
yeah,
Man.
no, I mean, I just play with my teammates, and you know, I trust them with everything they say, so I just listen to them, no one else. I mean, yeah.
I got a question for you, Seb. And I don't know if you could extend this to the whole team. I don't know how much you've had time to speak to them about this. Which championship has meant more, the first one or this one?
I mean, the first one will forever be in our hearts, obviously. I don't want to like put one above the other, but I think in terms of what we overcome together, this one was incredibly harder than the last one. And I hope they also realize it, like my teammates. What we have achieved here, it's not only we won TI as favorites, we might not have been favorites throughout the year, and that's for the community, and obviously it's understandable. But I can assure you that the second after our first game in this tournament, all the teams were looking at us. Yet we won the tournament. And that's something, I mean, it's been a while, you know, Dota, like it's been 10 years for me, or maybe even more. No one has ever come close to do it. Like, you're not even the beginning of it. And today we've done it. And I'm incredibly proud of my teammates and of us as an entity. Yeah.
Amazing. Good answers.
The three-peat. Can it happen?
Yeah, do you think you can do it a
You know
third
it's going to be
time?
in Stockholm next
Like a hat
year?
trick?
Sounds hype.
I remember speaking to you guys last year, and we asked a question straight away. Are you guys going to go for it again? Do you think you can win it a second time? And your answer was sort of like, well, why not? But now you've won it once against all odds, in all honesty. This time you were the favorites, and like you said, even though everyone was gunning for you, you still won. What could possibly stop you winning it a third time?
Whether we want to go for it or not, I think at this point, of course we can do it. We could do it. Whether we want to go for it or not, I think that's it.
Whether you're still hungry for it a third time.
We can, I mean, this year we've built that hunger, so we can build it again. I do think that I look at great champions in sports, not to compare us obviously, but just generally, I think the step that you have to take from the first one to the second one is the hardest. I don't see a reason why the second to the third would be even harder. Even maybe the competition gets tougher, but it was the case this year. No, I think we did the big step. We did the big step. It's the way I look at it.
Awesome. Well, guys, it's honestly overwhelming because it feels to me like barely any time has passed since I was seeing you guys in Vancouver on the stage, helping Anna open a bottle of champagne. And everybody was just kind of overwhelmed, and you guys look very different this year to last year. This year you seem composed. You've had a little bit of time, but last year you were all just rubbing your heads and sort of, woof, like you just couldn't believe it. Does it feel like you've accepted it quicker and more easily this year? Like, yes, we won, we deserved it, we know why we won, and we put the work in. Has it felt like more like you can handle it, you can deal with it, that you won?
I'll rephrase this to Anna. I actually want your opinion on that. Would it be fair to say that we were in control this year? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I have the same feeling. Last year it was bigger than us, kinda. It kinda hit us. This year we were in control from A to Z.
Awesome.
Well, guys, that's it for you guys. We're going to shuffle you out with your other teammates. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks again
Congratulations.
for being able to make the trip out here just to speak with us and connect with the English audience out there, okay?
Thank you, guys. You guys can step off and we'll get your other teammates on.
Family's here too,
Man.
and everyone. The fans are ridiculous. They
Yeah.
love it. So we're shuffling out right now. Of course, we're sharing them with the Russian broadcast as well. So I believe that means we are going to be having No-Tail, Jerix, and Thompson shifting over at this point to join us. So Ted, we better get some questions ready for that one.
Yeah, what are we going to ask them? We could wait. They haven't watched this yet.
That's right.
We could just ask them the exact same questions, and they would never know. And no one's going to tell them that we haven't come up with any other questions between then and now. Or we could come up with some other questions.
We should try that.
Man, it's so weird. Look, meeting people like that who've just won TI.
These people are. It's just like they're.
There's an aura about them.
They've achieved the highest gaming achievements out of anybody ever. They're now the richest esports athletes out of anybody ever. And they're just like kids. They're just like guys. They're just like us.
Yeah, it's like there's a magnetic field around them, I feel like. It's bizarre.
Insane. Actually insane.
Here's No-Tail.
We got No-Tail
and
here.
Jerax and Thompson.
Come on in, my man. Bring it in, my man. You can't believe it, my man. Have a seat, please.
Congrats, dude.
Good shit, my man. Come on in. Come on in, brother. Yeah.
Do I want to hold it? Oh, I'd love to.
Oh, my God. Ted, do you deserve to touch that thing?
I can't win it now, Trent.
It. Oh, my God.
Have I jinxed? I've jinxed my Dota career? I don't care.
Dirt Mall champion.
I will never win a game of Dota again. So be it.
Oh, my God.
I'll look after this, guys. You'll need to hold this and talk into it quite carefully, okay? Jerax, let me talk to you first.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
How different does it feel to last year, if it does feel different?
Last year I felt really empty. It was hard to. It was like a void inside me. Yeah. It was sad, I would say.
Why were you sad?
Excuse me?
I mean, I feel like I accomplished everything in life, and then it was something I went towards, and then it ended. And
so almost like the struggle was over, you achieved what you wanted, and then you just kind of like, well, what now?
Yeah, and I think also I didn't set so many things in my life, so it was basically the only thing I was going towards, and then I got it, and yeah, then what else?
Wow.
5 fingers, bro.
I didn't think like that before. I was like, all right, 1 TI, I got a question. I'm dreaming if I win 1 TI.
I got a question for Thompson right here.
Yeah, if you could pass the mic to him.
Everybody out there is making you out to be this anime martyr villain. Do you love that, by the way?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I know
it.
you love
that.
We want you to do us a favor. If you could look into this middle camera, and we want you to do the glasses push-up that they all seem to do.
Fingers one more time.
You know what we're talking about. Damn. Ladies.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't watch anime. Was that close? Is that
You look pretty damn good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Did you cut your hair at all?
Yeah. Have you just
between
literally
last
been
year?
growing your hair all year?
Yeah, I got like sides, but that's it.
Is it just that
You
easy?
grow hair so well. Ted was kind of curious.
I was like, how did he
Thank
grow
you.
that much hair in a
Thank
year?
you.
I've been trying for years, and there's just nothing coming out, and he's just got all this
You
hair.
almost have as much.
Pretty hard.
Sorry.
I was asking Anna because I peeped at the late game last show last year, and you guys all said it was very surreal at the time and it didn't feel real, but Anna was the one person coming up, it's real. And this time he said it was quite the opposite, that he was the only one that was kind of like, is this actually happening? Is that how it went down? Did you guys all know right away that this was the real deal?
I think all of us kind of maybe struggled a bit with reality. It's all individual, of course. Personally, I can only say that it's really weird to be in this position. Yeah, I had a really hard time still believing, but I guess I kind of knew that we won. I mean, but it's still sinking in. It's really sinking in still. It's gonna take a few weeks, I'm sure.
But you guys played that final series as if you already knew you were going to win. Like there was so much belief in the way you played. Like some of those games, you just ran at them and didn't stop. But you just kill. And we thought it's like they already know they've won and they can just. You played with this freedom. How did you do that?
I mean, once you start feeling that you're winning, then I didn't get this feeling myself.
Well, it looked like it.
Yeah, but I think the thing is that we kept telling ourselves that we actually achieved nothing, and we just have to look game by game, and it really doesn't matter as long as the game keeps coming. Then we're gonna do our best, and it didn't matter if it's 2-1 already or 1-2 or whatever. We were just playing to win, and it just happened to be the last game. This is what I was telling myself, and truth be told, I don't know how I did it. I mean, it was really hard to not think about winning a TI at that moment, I feel. Yeah. Also, I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we always talk about taking one game at a time, and then when we were winning the last game, I mean, I never really understood that this is the last game. This is the last fucking game. So yeah, when you win the game, you're like, okay, let's go for the next one. And you realize that, oh wait, this is the last one. Like, why? What's going on? And I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. It's like it's over now. You're the winner.
I'll line it up a bit here. I asked this question to the other three. I'm curious for your own opinion. Obviously, a huge tactic of yours is the mental warfare, aka the chat wheel lines and the tags and the sprays. If there was one chat wheel line or tag or something that had to return next year, just so you have that ammunition, which line has to come back? My man.
That's how it sounds in my head, anyway.
That's our battle trance right there. Yeah, I'm down.
Next level play.
Next level play.
The next level play. I just sometimes accidentally did it, even though there was no reason for it. I was like,
If Valve
what am I doing?
honestly decide to remove all that, for a reason, let's say they go soft and they say we got to remove all that, do you think it would honestly affect your game?
Sorry?
If they remove
chat lines
and they said we got to be soft now, we can't have that, and they decide to remove it all, do you think it would actually affect your game?
We will tell them to add it back.
Fair enough.
I mean,
You're the champions,
yeah,
two-time.
exactly.
You get that.
We have the power, right?
You have the power now.
I would
you
be,
probably
I would be
change it here.
upset. I'm upset if they remove it.
Okay.
Wow.
they won't
Yeah,
remove
I
it.
am.
They won't.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I
I
didn't
need
hear
it.
anything. I'm just saying. I was just curious, hypothetically. But we do actually, Derek's, have a special video here. We do want to show for you. We happen to talk with your parents.
We were having breakfast this morning at the table over from your parents.
With my parents.
No. They were at the table next to us. And we thought, wouldn't it be cool if we got them to record a message for you if you'd lost TI? Now, we said to them, we will only play this if they win TI. So this is the message that your dad recorded for you if you had lost TI. This was your dad.
Oh, where is it?
Okay, yes. Hold on. Okay, go. Okay, I said, pelit meni tosi hyvin, mutta kaikkea oli kovia pelejä, pärjästi loistavasti, mutta kaikkea pelit jatkuu. Parempia pelejä tulee varmasti vielä vastaan. Mennään eteenpäin. Kiitos.
Now you might need to translate that for us.
Well, basically, I mean, basically there's more games, just like we're talking, telling each others, and just keep going. And he has a lot of hope, I believe, and I think what he has seen past these years, I think him being here the very first time ever in any tournament, I think he's feeling extra emotional, and yeah, well, that's exactly what I would tell myself also if I was losing, and yeah, coming from my dad, it's touches a bit.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah.
How much difficulty do you guys have explaining to your family what it is you do, and that this is real and this is a thing that you do? Why do we got more food for some
food
reason?
in case you'd like
You
to
don't have to
nosh.
eat this unless you want to.
Well, similar to why we use the chat wheel, why we do the things we do it for ourselves. We do it for the team morale, the atmosphere, to see how good we can play. We simply try to make each other play the best Dota that we can possibly play, and the fans are a big part of that. I mean, all the support that we get, family as well, everybody who's looking, watching Dota, even in the public games when we have our good and bad experiences, it's all part of the journey. Yeah, I mean, we all do it to just see how far the game can go, see how far we can push each other and ourselves. And this game is so wonderful. This game is so crazy. What can be done? I'm just going to leave it with the Ana Io. Look what's possible.
OG IO. I mean, you guys have had IO in your blood forever. It's insane.
I freaking love that hero.
I-
Beep boop.
Well, this is kind of the same question we asked the other three, and a question we'll go out on is what feels better, the first one or this one?
I would go with the first one. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
It
this
was-
one's more money, but it's like, boom, you just like crack.
Yeah,
the
but it
deal.
was like my first tournament as well, like big tournament. So it was like even more like unbelievable. It was like also my parents and stuff. They like started like after the tournament they started like more supporting me as well as yeah, and I have to go with the first one. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, definitely first one. I think it was like the turn point also for me, and convincing myself that I can do it. I think it helped me tell myself that I'm doing well and doing the right things, at least sometimes. And yeah,
You're doing something.
Don't be so humble, man.
it definitely helped towards this tournament. Also, looking back,
Yeah.
understanding what kind of games are coming up, and really like what really actually makes you win in the end. Because I don't think it's this skill thing or anything. Everybody's fucking good.
Yeah.
But I think it's a lot about the team and how hungry people are and how much energy you can have and the right kind of energy. I think that shit wins. And yeah,
Last thought.
this
from
guy is the
No
master
Tell.
of it. I don't know how he does it.
Let's give the last thought to No Tell.
Honestly speaking, this one meant the most to me. We had a very rocky road. We had a very hard boot camp, and there were a lot of teams coming into this who were very hungry and trying to prove themselves. And the fact that, I mean, to me, this was an even taller mountain to climb, and the fact that we did it, I lost confidence in myself before this tournament. And the fact that it came back and it came through the team and it came through the people in the team, I learned a really valuable lesson last year, but this year I feel like I've learned even more, something more important. So this one, it's still sinking in.
Well, we're going to give you guys some time to let that sink in. And we're going to say thank you so much for coming on the show. And you can
them all
take,
right now.
take the
Eat them
tacos,
right
take the
now.
nachos with you if you want the
all you
nachos. You earned them. And go ahead and walk out. Everyone's going to cheer like mad, I'm sure. So, and you can take this back with you, even though I would love to keep it. Don't get any nachos on it. Do you want to hold the Aegis?
I've never touched one before.
There's already
Oh yeah, they're engraved on the back.
Oh
How about
my
that?
god.
Let's have a look. There's the engravings, all the engravings from all the teams
Yeah.
that have won.
Already
Wait.
on there. That's
I
insane.
haven't actually gotten to throw my socks off.
I'm a
Anyone wanna
delicate
see my
fucking.
socks?
But yeah, can we show No-Tail's socks very
What
quickly?
are those?
They might be even cooler than the Aegis. Let's have a look.
You guys need to
Let's
zoom
say
in on
I
this one.
am a delicate fucking flower.
Awesome.
My man.
Someone keeps bringing us food. Thank you very much. Okay.
I don't know if I got it.
Are you guys really hungry? No.